Good morning. I have a new time. It looks like there's lots of new broadcasters, which is wonderful. So they took the other times, but hopefully there's better lighting. It's morning here. Good morning, and welcome. I wanted to start out with "Hear ye, hear ye." Go to your Sun Button meetings. They will be next Monday at 7 a.m. Pacific time. Next Monday Pacific time at 7 a.m. in the morning. You can get on at 6:45 a.m. to click on your on the YouTube video link. So go to your Kringle.cashback office. Go down to the Sun Button. You have to have your Sun Button turned on to have a Sun Button tab show up in your Kringle.cashback office. But go there, and it's great information that you need to know, and it's updated every week. And you even earn some cookies for going. And if you're a broadcaster on top of that, you even earn more cookies for that. Now I have limited, well, I used to speak French pretty well, but I thought maybe I'd say it in French. So please correct me if I don't do this right. So parlez-vous français? Juan, s'il vous plaît. Rendez-vous à la matin de mardi à 7 heures. Pacific Daylight Time dans les États-Unis. So if you speak French, please come to the Kringle.cashback office on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. And the Sun Button meeting will be in en français. So I just wanted to stress that all of you that have Sun Buttons, and if you don't yet, make sure you figure out how to get yours turned on. Please come to the Sun Button meeting. I know they want to share important information with everyone. And then I wanted to say something about the TBC009.net wallets. When my TBC was transferred from the TBC004.net wallet to the TBC009.net wallet, there was a couple of my Kringles and a couple of my TBC dropped off. So I was thinking about that, and then right before they started the migration to the new wallet, they had a blog on April 26, 2018. And since the Kringles in the new wallet coming have 2 less zeros, all the cookies will also have 2 less zeros. So there was a poster. Here, I'll show it. And so when we migrated to our new wallets, that is why it only goes out, let's see, it used to go out 2 extra spaces. So old wallet went out 8 spaces, the new wallet only goes out 6 spaces. So never fear, admin will make it up. So the new wallet will have 2 less zeros on the Kringle side of it. See the poster, what I just showed you, to see what I mean. But the loss of those 2 zeros doesn't change the value of those Kringles in relationship to the decimal point. In order to make all things balanced in value, we will remove the same 2 zeros on all of your unredeemed cookies. So please don't send in a bunch of support tickets when you notice the loss of 2 zeros on your cookies. Mathematically, the value is exactly the same, and I hope you understand decimals enough to know that an infinite number of zeros on the right side of a number that is situated on the right side of the decimal point has no additional value. 0.0000000, 8 zeros after the decimal point, is exactly the same as 0.0000006 decimal point, 6 zeros after the decimal point. We are in the distribution phase of the TBC economy, and we don't want to clutter up the new coin network and blockchain with a bunch of very small transactions in the cents. Sorry, at this time, it is not a good time to buy a piece of bubble gum using TBC. Down the road, we will develop a separate Kringle wallet that can do microscopic transactions that will have all the zeros you would ever need. Cutting off the last 2 zeros on your cookie rewards will happen before May 1st and the day the redemption period begins. Like I said, this change will not impact the value of those cookies once they are redeemed for Kringles. It just keeps things easier to understand because this will keep cookies in equal value with Kringles. 1 cookie equals 1 Kringle. And I think that's very explanatory. The 1 cookie equals 1 Kringle. So if you have 100 million cookies in your cookie redemption, that is the same as 100 million Kringles. As of April 30th, we will no longer be giving gifts of Kringles because, as I said in a previous article, those kind of gifts lead to a lot of orphan coins that are lost forever in the TBC economy. And I know I have talked about this before. It's like burning paper money. It's just gone. Instead, we will give people cookies instead as the gift. So when this change happens in the next couple of days, people will get 250 cookies instead of 25,000 cookies. Cookies like Kringle don't lose any value when the last 2 zeros are cut off. And that is the new way when we sign up new recruits now or new referrals. They do not get a verification link to a wallet because they only get a verification link to the Kringle.cashback office. And then they have access to that. And there are, in fact, no cookies. I don't even think cookies show up until they go to the account and they pay their $10 wallet, lifetime wallet, Kringle.cashback office fee. And at that point, when that is paid using the Bitcoin, the Litecoin, or the Ethereum, at that point, the cookies are placed in the cookie redemption area. And they are free to set up a TBC009.net wallet. And that's good to have that wallet set up. But they will not be able to redeem the cookies, the gift of the cookies, to put in that wallet until November. Now, if they are doing $100 purchases, they should be able to have those purchases put in their TBC009.net wallet. So they can still buy TBC, they just can't redeem their gift until November. So that clarified a lot of things, even for myself. And I know people have been remarking to me like they're in their TBC004.net wallet and they have so many Kringles and so much TBC. And then when they get to their TBC009.net wallet, there's a couple of those Kringles or TBC, those minute cent, 100,000th of a TBC that are dropped off. So never fear, it's all there. And yesterday they also talked about the Facebook posts and how actually admin, there's so many trolls out there. And if you don't know what a troll is just somebody who gets on your Facebook and puts in negative things and tries to cause trouble and create mayhem. and it's a lot of work to keep on top of that and make sure the trolls, you catch the trolls. So I know the post yesterday talked about, it was like a fake Facebook post, but they said, let's have meaningful conversations on Facebook. And every person that is a member of TBC does not need to have a separate Facebook page. It's a lot of work to keep on top of it all. And I know in my case, I have it with my friend who sponsored me in TBC. So what admin said as admin and creator of TBC, I don't recommend that 99.99% of the TBC members start their own TBC Facebook group, because for the most part, it is a lot of work with very little profit coming from the efforts to maintain a clean and TBC-friendly group. Because what happens is, on some of these groups, the trolls get in and they start, slinging hate words and just very aggressive. So we want to just, have Facebook groups where it's all positive and headed in the direction of fulfilling our mission of ending global poverty. And then I went to an old post again. I thought it was pretty good. The testimonial of why we need to end poverty. So when poverty gets bad enough, the poor go out to the streets to beg for help. There is a video along with this blog. So the blog is called Testimonial of Why We Need to End Poverty on June 16, 2016. So this video shows how a young woman with all of her children are out in the open begging for help. Her son is in great need of medical attention. When wages are so low and jobs so hard to get for these people, they are left to beg in the streets. This same scenario can happen anywhere in the world when poverty gets out of control. It's 2016, so this blog was written in 2016. Why is it that we haven't conquered poverty yet? Humanity has achieved so many wonderful things, and yet many of the most important things have not been completed. As long as people are willing to put up with the rigged system that creates artificial scarcity so that human farming continues, hunger and poverty will always be a part of that. The billion coin has a simple solution to ending poverty. The poor can take any amount of money they have to purchase TBC coins. TBC is the first abundance-based cryptocurrency, and even at this time, just 1 cent of it can appreciate so much that it could completely lift any family out of poverty. This doesn't happen overnight, but nothing ever does. I know even the gift in US dollars right now until August 21st is worth about $10,000. That could help many, many, many people, especially even in the United States, but more so even in other countries where there is a lot of poverty. Once enough people are lifted out of poverty through TBC, everyone will want to support the special currency. Paying $1 million for one TBC coin will be acceptable because the masses, because of the mission of TBC. Those that are lifted by TBC will enjoy such great abundance that they will in turn create more jobs, and once the billion coin has fully matured, then there will be enough money flowing through the hands of the masses to finally end poverty. And I know there is global poverty everywhere. There's even a lot of poverty where I live. Anytime I go out of my house, there's people standing on the street corners, asking for food and water. And sometimes they have a pet. They want water and food for their pet too. And, I have to say they must be really hungry because they're out there when it's very, very hot here. Like it was 111 yesterday. So I do try to carry water. So if I see somebody, I can't always give them food or money, but I can give them water. But this is a grand mission, and there's no reason why everyone shouldn't have enough food to eat and clothes to wear, and either a cool place or a warm place, the roof over their head, and places for their family and privacy. And this is definitely the distribution phase of TBC or Kringle, the Kringle coin. And like they said, when there's enough money flowing around, TVC flowing around the world, we will be in the merchant phase then, where we will be using it to take care of all our needs. So I just thought that was to keep focused on what we are doing here, and in the same time, we're bringing ourselves out of poverty. And it's kind of interesting. I may have mentioned this before, but I have found when I'm talking to people about accepting the gift of TVC, it's really interesting that my friends and people I meet that are already comfortable in life, they are very hesitant to accept the gift. And they have to analyze it and everything. Not all of them, but some of them. They have to analyze it and make sure, they're not going to get ripped off and stuff, which I assure them. I've been doing it for a year now, and it is a legitimate. I've never had anybody take advantage of me in the Kringle community. And it's only, it is probably a risk in some people's minds. And you have to develop patience, but all good things come with patience. But it is my friends that actually don't have enough money. They're living day to day, or paycheck to paycheck, or Social Security check to Social Security check. They are so excited to receive the gift of Kringle. So don't let a few no's or a few rejections get you down. Years ago, when the thing when you were selling real estate was, for every, you get one yes for every 100 no's. Now I'm getting more like 99 yeses to one no. But there still is that no, and don't ever let it get you down. Because, like I said, give everybody the opportunity to say no. And somebody says no, just keep on going, keep on going. And there are people out there waiting to receive the gift. So I hope you all migrated successfully. We have a lot to learn on the new TVC009.net. It is very easy to use. I'm really amazed about it. We can go between Kringles, TVC, USD, and euros as far as the value of what you have in your wallet. Those of you that have the send button, it's very easy to do transactions now. It figures out how much TVC you are transferring to your buyer just by putting in the amount of what they are buying. And then, of course, remember, after you do the transaction and the buyer gets a confirmation, so if you're the buyer, you get you see it appear in your wallet, and there is a transaction ID there, and you have to go to the Kringle.cash back office, and you go down to transaction verifications, and click on buyer, and then when you click on buyer, there's going to be a form that comes up, and you're going to put in your name and the TVC009.net wallet. You're going to put in how much you spent. You're going to put in the date and the time, which will be with the transaction ID. Actually, I think you don't have to put in an ID anymore. You just put in the date and the time of the transaction. And you put in the email of the person who sold it to you. And then when you hit submit, that will send a notification to the seller, who will open up their Kringle.cashback office. So if you're a seller, you're going to open up your Kringle.cashback office, go to transaction verification for the seller, and you're going to look down on your list, and you're going to see their transaction. And then you're going to go on my screen, I have to move it way over to the right, and it'll say approve or reject. And you click on approve, and at that point, the verification goes back to the buyer, and they will, next time they open up their Kringle cashback office, they will go to cookie rewards, and they will see the cookies from that transaction in their cookie rewards tab. So, and I find it is running very, very quickly now. It used to take a little bit of time, but this new wallet is really speeding things up. So you don't have to have as much patience as you used to have, but it's always good to have patience. My mom always told me patience is a virtue, and we are all doing the best we can. So I don't have much more for today, except that just keep going out there and sharing and teaching the people you share it with how to, where to go to learn about TVC. You can create a toolbox, that you can email them. I always like to email them a welcome letter, and then, where the different places they should go, and to find out the different information. Because when you start referring this to a lot of people, you can't hold everybody's hand. You've got to be the teacher, but show them the steps to take that they can learn themselves. And, it's a lot of information out there that is helpful. So I would like to sign off and say Zig Ziglar saying, quitters never win, but winners never quit. And when we win, we are willing to learn and willing to change. We are taking the initiative to start right now. Even if it's a little small thing. And we never, ever quit. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you would like, if you haven't received the gift of Kringle coins yet, please, or Kringle cookies, please click on the link below this video, and that will take you to a registration page where all you're going to enter is your name, your email. You're going to make up a password and a username, and click submit, and go to your email address and wait for the verification email. And at that point, you will be able to log in with your username and password that you made up into the Kringle.cashback office, and your journey will begin. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.